Hello everyone, this is Spartan. Welcome to Banished. Now I played Banished like right when it came out in beta or whatever it was, and I gorged on it for like 30 hours straight. Not straight, I think I stopped to pee. Anyway, kind of got it out of my system a little bit, and it gets to a point to where once you've got everything up and stable and everything, there's not much more to do. It's kind of, it's one of those games where you get to the end game, and the end game is everything is great, and so that's fine. Haven't really touched it much since, but then they added mod support recently, and there's this great mod that I keep hearing about called Colonial Charter, where you pretty much have gotten a charter. It's a colonial charter from the British Empire. I don't remember if it was Queen or King. I don't think it matters. And you're supposed to set up a colony of sorts, and it adds several new mechanics and a bunch of new buildings and professions and all that stuff. And I thought, you know what, this would be a good time to sit down and just play some Banished. And so this will be a series, probably not real long, just because again, once you get to that point, there's not much to do after everything's been stable and everybody's happy and growing and et cetera, and that's fine. And so this will be kind of I would say a back burner type series. There may be times that you'll see 5 of these episodes in a row in a week, or you might not see any for a week. It just depends. So just something to follow along casually, and that's about it. I have not played since it first came out, so I don't even remember like 80%, 90% of the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. But so we're just going to jump in here. I've got this on mods to show that we have this enabled. And actually, I believe the music in the background is from the mod, which is cool. So we're going to go to new. Town name. Winston Lines, blah, blah, blah. Enderborner. Colonia. Justice. New Kirkling. Fells. Furry. Stonesville. Boing Toing Jing Jing. Lycansville. That's actually an interesting name. Methune. Virginlinger. Dickus. No. Gonvix. Thibenco. Cheetah. Aldington. Procport. That's an interesting name. But no. Fleetka. Ander. How about Ander? That's cool. We'll just change the seed around. Okay. Terrain type. I think the CC implies that these are added by the mod. So we could go with verdant plain. Let's go with verdant plains. I don't know. Terrain size. Very large, really? Let's just go with large. Climate. We're going to go with mild because I suck. Disasters we'll keep on. Even though that's probably a bad idea. Starting conditions. Easy, medium. So medium game begins with 5 families. Clothing, food, firewood, tools, and construction materials are provided. Storage barn has already been built. Some seeds for fields and orchards are available. And then what's the medium CC? Fire, clothing, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. It adds livestock. I'm going to go back to medium because one of the things I do remember is getting enough livestock to actually start, reproducing them is actually a pretty significant milestone in your gameplay. So I think that we're going to actually go for just medium and see how we do. I may run this thing into the ground within an episode or two, but who knows? That'll be fun. I'm just going to randomly click the seed thing again a few times, and we're going. Your country has rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. So hopefully we do better than the majority of the colonial endeavors that the British Empire had, and the Dutch and everyone else. They're famous for their colonial ambitions, but most of them didn't go very well in the beginning. All right. So, let's pause this for a second so I can get my head around what we're doing here. Oh no, this is cool. We're right here on... This is annoying me that my camera is locked. I know that's probably a performance thing, but it's driving me crazy. Can we just do this then? Alright. So this is not going to be useful for any type of... Is this a river? This actually looks like a viable river. Okay, cool. So we've got... Got a lot of stone and stuff on the ground. It's if we want to build a mine, man, it's gonna be a ways. Man, are there no mountains around here at all? I think we could fit a mine in here and over here, but wow, that's a long ways away. We'll have to set up another town just to be like a mining town. All right. For now, it's about making the foodsies. First of all, it's about getting all this crap set up. If I remember correctly. Okay, list of events. Yeah, let's put our event log right here. Overhead map of the area. I don't care about that right now. Jobs to citizens. Yes, we're gonna put this over here. If I remember correctly, I play this game kind of like people play Eve, in that, you know, having all the junk all over the screen. Shows limits placed on resource production. Yes, we will actually let's put this event log over here because it fits better. Resource limits here. Increase priority. No, we don't take that off. Paths, we don't care about that. Camera, don't care. Okay. And I think we don't get anything else until we actually build the town hall or something. Okay, so, oh, actually, one of the things I want to do is I want to... Storage barn? Yeah, we're going to pin this down here and our stockpile. Because I want to know what we have, you know, in stock. So right now, we've got 1,800 potatoes, and that's really about it. And we are in early spring, so we need to get, like, some farms. I don't know what type of seeds we have. Do we have this? Where can we see our seeds? Okay, real quick though, let's just go here and yeah, there's so much more stuff in this mod. But again, it's been so long, I don't even hardly remember what. Okay, you know what? First of all, before we do this, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do a. What am I looking for here? We could do a forester lodge, which actually does, you'll notice that there's a ring around that, right? And so everything within that ring, they cut down trees and they replant them, which is the important part there. But, and an herbalist actually gathers herbs, so they provide healing and stuff to citizens. It's not like a hospital or something, but it's like the base level for that. I'm looking for... One of these is actually, they're hunters. Hunting cabin, there we go. Right, okay, so if we have a hunting cabin here, about right like over here maybe, there we go. We're gonna put a hunting cabin here, and then we can, after we're gonna let them go and start building that. And after they, actually a crop field. You know, these crop fields are actually, they have a viable, a best size, if that makes sense. What is that? What did I just do? No. Don't build that right now. Hold on a second. I'm actually gonna look this up real quick. Banished crop field size. Based on the size of the crop, it impacts how many people that you can assign to it, right? But there's an optimum size per farmer, right? Let's see here. And I forget what it is. Okay, so size is actually no, stop. Can we start down here? Squares, total food, recommended workers 1. Okay, so if we do a, actually we can still do one there. Okay, so if we do a 10 by 10, we could put 1 worker on it, and we get 700 food per worker. We could actually do an 11 by 11, and we're still 1 worker, and we get 847 food. If we go up to 12 by 12, we need 2 workers. So, yeah. So pretty much, we do an 11 by 11, and we can put 1 worker on it. Okay, that's extremely valuable information. So, all right. So we're gonna do crop field. We'll do it over here, somewhere like this. So we're gonna do 11 by 11. Boop. Okay, and now we should be able to click on this, and we get to set. Oh, actually, this isn't built yet because they need to remove these trees right here, which they will do. And we're gonna get this hunter's lodge built over there, and then we need to actually get some houses built at some point. I wish I could pin this up somewhere, but we're gonna go up to 2 speed. stuff gets done. Right, so they're gonna remove these. There you go. Boom. And now this is great. Now we can set the yield on this. Now do we have lettuce and soybeans, really? I guess we'll do soybeans. And we need to add, if you've never played this game, I'll try to explain as we go along here. You have all these professions, right? And you'll notice all these are zeros. That's because there's no need for them, right? We don't need a sailor. There's no point. And these are laborers. These are people that just go and like cut things down and do stuff and blah blah. I think that they will build. I'm not sure. Right now we could have 3 builders. This is total number of jobs available in this profession, right? So we could make 3 builders, which I probably will at the moment. I think these are people that just build. And I don't remember if laborers will build things if they don't have anything else to do. They might, but I'm not sure. But laborers will do things like cut things down and go, they'll go mine rocks off the ground and stuff if you tell them to and stuff. So because we put that hunter's lodge over here, am I recording? You know what? I think I'm recording this in 30 frames per second. I need to fix that in the next episode. Not that that's a huge deal, but you know, 30 frames per second might be okay. It's not a massive ordeal. They need to go clear the area for where they're going to build it, and I can't remember where I built it. But see, actually, you'll see there's some game right there, which is really cool. After they build that, we'll be able to actually put some hunters on that. But right now, let me pause this. We find there's so many more. Like this is, I think, twice as many professions as is in the base game. Forester, farmer. So we can have 3. We're going to do 1 right there, and probably. How many people do we have right now? Where does it show? Okay, this is adults, students, and children. So we're going to have about 18 people. We're going to build some houses here soon. And here's one interesting thing about, what is this? Oh, that's a crop field. That's why that's at 3. I was wondering about that. No, that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, I know it's disabled. How do we get rid of this? No? I don't want this to be here. No. Stop. Is there a way to... Removal and destruction tools. Remove structures. Nope. Remove. Remove resources. Harvest trees. Collect stone. Yeah, all of this is like normal stuff. Cancel, remove. No. There we go. It's a drag, which makes sense. All right, so there we go. People go in there, and I don't know what you're doing, right? So these people are just going around here like la da 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 da. And actually, probably what we're gonna have them do is I'm actually gonna have them remove. This will remove anything in the selected area, so stone, etc. Blah blah. What I think that we probably want to do is try to remove the stuff on this lake here, because I think we can put a fishing thing on this lake, which is actually. Important for food. Let's see, is this fish? Fishing dock, yeah. River, does it have to be a river? No, it can be here. Is this right? Fishing dock cannot be placed at this location. Oh, that's like this. There we go, like this, yeah. And you'll notice the ring, right? The ring is kind of weird. It's like the ring, the amount that's in the ring that's in the water impacts right? How much you're going to get out of it. It's weird. So, like here may actually be best because more of the ring is on the water. So we could put this like right here. It can't? Why not? No, there we go. Right there. Yeah, see, but like there's not a massive amount of that on the... It's kind of really annoying. Might do better here. No. I think this is about the best you're going to get from this. Oh, come on, right this, I mean. This whole thing is weird. There. That's 30 wood and 16 stone. So we're going to put that there so that we can start getting some fish coming in here, which will be nice. Let's go over here and... Cool, yeah, so they've opened this up, and you'll notice that these are the resources which are needed to get here. To make this happen. I'm going to speed this up a bit. And they're going to bring that stuff from the stockpile. And as soon as they get it built, we should be able to... What is it? This is a hunting cabin, yeah. So we should be able to assign hunters, which we want to do. I think we can put 2 of them in here. And we're going to probably want to do a herbalist pretty soon so that they can start gathering things. Oh, and also, after we get this fishing cabin up here built, we also need to build some houses, and we need to build, see, you'll notice that they're playing stuff. We need to build houses, and we need to build a place that cuts firewood, because they need firewood during the winter or they will die. So that's getting in there. All the stone's there and all the logs are there. Now they just need people to build it. So, which, do we have builders? Actually, we can make 5 builders. So now we have 4 laborers and 5 builders. So, because we want this stuff to be built as soon as possible. And while anyone who has a profession, if they're not doing their profession, they automatically default to laborers, temporary laborers, like this stuff. But laborers are also the ones that bring stuff to construction sites, right? So some of these people are not bringing stuff to this construction site because they're doing what I told them here. But that's okay. As long as you know that, it's fine. Okay, here we go. So this is up. So now they're going to work, enable, disable. Yes, we actually want this working, but it has a question mark because there are no people working in it. So we have 3. We're actually going to put 3 hunters in there because, there we go. Because we want them working as much as possible. So they're going to hunt in this area, and we will be able to see later on what they're able to do there. All right. Now, real quick, and I keep pausing here because time is of the essence, because we're in late spring right now. When we get to winter, if we're not prepared, we're going to have an issue. Actually, where is my time at? Okay, we're okay at the moment. The problem here is, of course, finding, not back alley, finding stuff that we need here. Build decorative? No. Walls? No. This, really? For your shoreline? Oh, that's really cool. I think that's new. Alcohol production, not interested at the moment. Resource production, this is probably what we're interested in. Wood cutter, used to chop logs into firewood. Okay, yes, that's what we want. So let's do this like right here. We'll do them right by the stockpile, which is actually getting a bit small, so we may actually do them over here. And I think this stockpile is a zone. Roads, no. Storage, here we go. Storage barn, stockpile. Yeah, I think we can just do this like this. Cannot be placed in this location. Well, can we do it like... Okay, you know what, hold on. I think we can do... I think that the way you come over here is you do cancel. Cancel, there we go. Like that. Okay, so this is no longer a stockpile, but we should be able to... Let's do another one here. Stockpile can be placed in this location. Why not? Because there's stuff there? Okay, I'm confused. Stop the removal of resources and stop destroying this building. Oh, they're going to remove the resources? Really? Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to make another stockpile back here, because I would prefer it not be there anyway. We'll do it like over here. We're going to make it pretty good size. We'll make it 10 by 10. There we go. And at some point here, they're going to move this stuff, most likely. Because this is no longer a stockpile. Well, I mean, it is a stockpile, but... Stop the removal of resources and stop destroying this building. Yeah, we want them to continue destroying the building, even though they're just going to move stuff. All right, is this done? Almost. So now, even at this small time, let's go over here and look. So, is it here? Shore high production statistics. Okay, so in the current season, so that's already they've gotten 6 leather and 200 venison, which is awesome because that actually goes into our stuff here, and that's food, right? Obviously. Is this built? Yes, it is. So they're going to start filling this stuff up, which is awesome. That's what we want. All right. Now, hunting. Awesome. So we need fishermen. I assume they're fishermen. Yes. Now, how many do we have? 2. We're going to put 2 fishermen here. Because again... Oh, sorry. There we go. Now, the way that reproduction works in... Banished is a lot of it's based on, or at least your control over reproduction. A lot of it is based on housing, right? So if they have the ability to how do I put this, that works for the YouTubes. If they have the opportunity to make the babies, they will. But if they don't, they won't. So as an example, consider, you know, you're married or whatever, but you're having to stay in a one-room house with 3 other members of your close family. So let's say your parents and your sister. Probably not much baby making gonna be done right there, right? And in this particular case, that's good. So pretty much, you don't want to give them extra housing. You want to force people to cram into houses until you want them to make babies, because when you give them more houses, they will go off and they will move into their own houses, and then they got all the privacy they want, and baby making will start. And babies are a serious problem if you don't have the ability to provide for them, right? So remember, babies can't work. So that's one thing. Now children can work when they reach the age of children, and the age they can actually work will change once you start actually having education in place, because they'll be in school for a certain period of their childhood, you know, as you do, and so they won't be able to work while they're in school. But so that's why you don't want to rush that stuff. You want to make sure that you've got stuff in place. So yeah, that's the thing with that. All right, so what I want to do here real quick is we're going to get some roads down, some normal dirt roads. Mainly because they really improve walking speed, and that's a good thing. Oh, and I probably need to put a cut in this video. So we're going to get the rest of these roads done here soon, in the next episode, something like that. And dirt roads, and they will also clear the path for these roads, by the way, which is valuable. Right, boom, there we go. And so in the next one, we will continue to getting prepared for winter, which, you know, winter is coming. I couldn't resist. I tried. I'm sorry. All right. So until next time, stay safe, have a fantastic time, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you'd like to see more, just click subscribe. Come say hi to me on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, any of those. I hope to see you next time.